let's talk a little bit about the different options that we're providing for your car insurance. At the bottom, you've got the bronze option. The bronze option is going to have probably the lowest level of liability coverage. Now, liability is if you get into an accident and somebody else's property is damaged or somebody else is injured and you're responsible for it. You are at fault in the accident. Liability coverage protects you in the event of a lawsuit because somebody else was injured or their stuff was damaged, their car. The lower your liability limit, the less the insurance company is obligated to protect you in that lawsuit. So the state minimum limits may be $20,000 or $25,000. That may be the bronze option here for you. It's going to be the lowest option of liability, but it's also going to be the lowest price, some benefits to that. Then you have the silver level. The silver level is going to be the mid-tier, right? In all likelihood, it may actually match what you had for coverage previously. We might be looking at just line for line, exactly what you had before. It might have slightly higher limits of liability. So instead of $25,000, maybe $50,000 or $100,000. A little bit more coverage so that if somebody else is hurt, you're protected more in the event they're coming after you for their injuries. It's also going to have a slightly better deductible and coverage on the damage to your car. So this is something happens to your vehicle, less out of pocket towards that deductible to repairs on your vehicle. It may also have some optional endorsements, some additional coverages like roadside assistance or rental reimbursement coverage. And those coverages are important in case you get into an accident and you need a loaner while the car is being repaired, or you're stuck on the side of the road with a flat tire and you need somebody to come and repair it. So these optional coverages might cost a little bit extra. They may be somewhat limited because this is a silver level and not all the bells and whistles, which leads me to the gold package. This is going to be most recommended coverage that we can offer you right now. Now, there's always more that you can add to it, so don't hesitate to ask if there's something else we can do to improve your coverage. But first and foremost, the gold level is going to have the highest liability limits of any option here. So you're going to be the most protected out of any option in terms of somebody else getting injured, somebody else's vehicle or multiple vehicles getting damaged in an accident and you were at fault for it. There's a lot of liability coverage here. You're also going to have slightly more attractive, better deductible for damage to your car, so less out of your pocket towards the damage to your vehicle. If you get into a wreck, you're going to have better coverage on the rental reimbursement. So you're going to have, $50 a day, $60 a day towards rental reimbursement coverage if you got into a wreck, meaning the loaner you get is going to be a nicer car, right? Not going to be a compact car, might be mid, full size, better vehicle to drive around while your car is in the shop. Roadside assistance may be a better coverage. So sometimes roadside assistance has limitations on, how far they'll go to actually help you out when you're stuck. You might have a premier version of that that's going to give you better coverages on that portion. If you have financing on your vehicle, a loan or a lease, it may contain gap coverage, which is going to be you get into an accident, your car is totaled, and the amount that's financed is more than what the car is worth. When it's totaled, it's going to pick up that difference there so that your insurance company will pay off the loan, basically. And you don't have to worry about dipping into your savings to make sure that that loan is paid off even though your car was totaled. So there's a lot of optional coverages that are going to be on the gold package in addition to your standard coverages, which are going to be higher limits than the bronze or silver tier. Now, it's a small price to pay to have good car insurance. We always recommend carrying at least a silver or gold package, but at the end of the day, money talks. You might be looking to save the most money you possibly can, and we want to give you all the options possible. So hopefully this gives you a good idea of the different tiers that we're offering you here, and should be pretty self-explanatory, but gold is the best, silver the next down, and then bronze. Ultimately, it's your decision to make. We're here to help guide you through that process. If you still have questions after this video and reading through the email, just give us a call.